How much of the Miss Pat show is totally Miss Pat?
The first three, probably the first 3-4 seasons was 95%. Jordan was just pulling from my life. It might be a few things here and there that happened to somebody else we know, but most of that stuff happened to me, and he just wrote it. So about 95% of the Miss Pat show is real, and I think that's why people love it. Two of the episodes that I always think back to. One was the black hair episode, and the other one was when I found out my daughter was gay. The reactions that I had as a black parent. Because, growing up in a black household, you're taught if you gay, it's something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. And then when, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to use the word hate, but I could not stand lesbian women. I've been to prison, and I've never had a lesbian relationship. I just did not like lesbian women.
Why?
Because I'm black and I was taught not to like them. Oh. Gay men were okay. Gay men was okay.
Just okay.
Well, I can deal with a man easily than I could do with a woman anyway. But a gay man was okay. I didn't really have a problem with a gay man. Back in those days, you used the word sissy.
Yeah.
But when it came down to women, I did not. My daughter had a gay cheerleading coach, a white lady, and I could not stand this lady. She had never done anything to me. It was the bullshit that I was taught as a black kid to hate. I don't even know if I hated her. I just did not like her. And every day we were arguing. I was like, white bitch, I would kill you. I'm telling you. And it was my daughter cheerleading coach. And now me and the lady is very cool, not knowing that my damn daughter was gay. And so, I think a lot of times as people in this world, it don't affect you until it comes to your door.
Yeah.
And when it came to my doorstep, and I realized how gay people was treated, because by this time, I have a gay daughter, and I love my gay daughter. I mean, a sensor went off, and I was like, I'm not taking this shit. I must ask for forgiveness, and nobody will ever talk to my daughter the way I talked to that coach or treated that coach. I just did not like her. And it was all because of her sexuality, because that's what I was taught. But when my daughter came out and said she was gay, I knew immediately I had to protect her. Because it was some bitch out there was going to act like that with my daughter the way I act.
And you was like, I ain't going to let that bitch do my daughter the way
Ain't nobody going to do my daughter like that.
Yeah.
I lost friends and everything after my daughter came out and said she was gay.
Why?
Because they was like, I had one friend say, I know you embarrassed that your daughter's gay. I said, bitch, you should be embarrassed that your daughter taking all that dick that ain't staying around. Fuck are you talking about? I ain't embarrassed about my motherfucking daughter. And I just immediately went on a ramp where, you got to fight Christians, then you got to fight the people who don't understand. I had a Christian friend of mine tell me, she said, we're going to pray the gay out of Ashley. I said, bitch, I ain't going to pray no gay out of Ashley. I fuck around and pray for Ashley, and I can't get to heaven because I don't pray for Ashley. I'm going to mind my motherfucking business. That ain't me eating the pussy. That's her eating the pussy. And you let her and God deal with that shit the way they going to deal with it. All I'm going to be is mama. I'm not going to go out here and tell nobody. I don't want nobody to pray the Chick-fil-A out of me.
Right.
So what the fuck I'm going to pray the pussy out of my daughter for? Let my daughter eat pussy. If she choose to eat pussy, them are her teeth. God gave them to her. I don't give a fuck. All I tell my daughter, eat pussy that don't leak. And then you going to be all right. I'm sorry. Can I curse?
Oh, you can do anything you want over here.
But,
you with TS.
Okay. But those are the things that I went through as a gay parent. And then it just opened my eyes. And I didn't realize how big the gay community was. And I didn't realize how many people turn their backs on their kids for their sexuality. That's one thing I can always say. I never done that. I've met a lot of kids through my daughter who was thrown out, who was fucking shunned and all of that stuff. I've never done that. I started fighting from day one when my daughter came out and said she was pregnant. I wish. But no, I don't. My daughter got too many hoes to be. Anyway,
I love your daughter. I do
too. And you know what? I'm happy to see her happy. And I tell people all the time, I'm a gay parent. That's my gay baby. Now I can talk about it, but you can't fucking talk about it. And those are some of the things that I had to fight through when my daughter came out. Just people that I thought were my friends, and just people who was super religious. I don't give a fuck about your religion. According to the world, we all are serving the same God, and He supposedly loves us all. So I don't think He would have created you gay if He and say He didn't love you. He loves us all.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest things I fight when I'm talking about my gay daughters, people like, you're not born gay. Yes, the fuck you are.
Yeah.
My daughter came out my pussy licking her fingers. I know she was born gay. She was born gay. Yeah. And I think it because her daddy was undercover gay.
You know, you never can. I tell people all the time, Miss Pat. I say, trans kids.
There wasn't no trans when I was coming up. I'm 53, so it was a transvestite.
Yeah. Cross-dressers.
Yeah, cross-dressers.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we
And they didn't look as good as you.
Well.
They couldn't get rid of their chin hair. These motherfuckers today look better than some of us bitches.
Them bitches be up.
Yeah, I be looking at trans, be like, what the fuck did you do that I forgot to do with the pussy? You motherfuckers are gorgeous.
But this is the thing, Miss Pat. I tell people this when we're having these conversations. We're black.
Yes.
We're black, and we ain't just black. We some niggas.
Yes, we are.
And so we niggas from nigga places. And so I got in trouble recently online because I had said, what I said about, okay. Now, y'all don't get mad at me in the booth, and y'all out there, because, you know, I'm just reliving a story, and I'm also sitting with a black woman. I was raised by a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So you raised your daughter. Mm-hmm. So but I'm still queer, trans, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the teachers that y'all put them teachers in us. And we had to go around and not like ourselves a little bit because our parents they didn't like gay people. They ain't like gay people and shit. So we didn't like ourselves. It was shit that we didn't like. We had to really learn to love ourselves and then live out loud and then tell our parents, like, fuck that, this who I am. Mm-hmm. You gotta take it. But again, this is a woman that's sitting across from me right now, ladies and gentlemen, who I can validly say, when we were growing up, Miss Pat, you 53, I'm 48 this year. When I'm growing up, you was a punk.
A punk.
A sissy.
I think it's with the punk.
Punk. You was a punk, a sissy, a dyke.
Yes.
Bulldagger.
Yes.
This is what it was. So you didn't know any other terms.
No, we did not.
So all these new terms.
It's very confusing for a 53-year. I actually tell a bit about it. I say, gay people, can we just get back to being gay? I don't give a fuck what you identify as. Just tell me your name so I can respect you. I don't care if you're a lesbian with a dildo ascot. If you want me to call you Big Dick Willie, bitch, Big Dick Willie it is. Just tell me your name. I don't need to know your pronouns and ABCs and DFCs. Just tell me your names.